If you're going to live in a culture of skeptics, you have to constantly preach yourself the truths of the gospel of who God is and what he does. Well, we're going to look at Psalm 3, and my title for Psalm 3 is Life Among the Skeptics. You don't probably need me to tell you this, but more and more it is clear that we are living in a world of skeptics. Our culture denies the existence of God. Our culture denies his moral commands. People of faith are growingly misunderstood and mocked. We're no longer in the center of culture, understood and esteemed as Christians. We're now a fringe community. Lots of misunderstanding and lots of fear about who we are and what we are. And so I love Psalm 3. Listen to Psalm 3. O Lord, how many are my foes? Many are rising against me. Many are saying of my soul, there is no salvation for him in God. Notice what the attack here. The attack is deeply spiritual. Why do you trust God? There is no salvation to be found in him. Biblical faith is unnecessary. It's fueled by false hope that is built on a lie. And we're growingly going to face that attack of people who just don't understand why we believe, what we believe, and will think that we are a threat. So the question is, how do you live among the skeptics? Well, the answer is in this psalm. But you, O Lord, are a shield about me, my glory and the lifter of my head. I cried aloud to the Lord, and he answered me from his holy hill. I laid down and slept and woke again, for the Lord sustained me. If you're going to live in a culture of skeptics, you have to constantly preach yourself the truths of the gospel of who God is and what he does. Let me say that again. You have to be committed to constantly preaching the gospel to yourself. What does he say? God is my shield. God is my glory. God is the lifter of my head. You know, when you're upset, your head falls. God is the one who lifts me up emotionally and spiritually. God is the one who actually hears and answers my prayer. God is the one who sustains me. You have to preach to yourself again and again the truths of the existence and the grace, the presence and the promises and the activity of God. And then the psalmist says this, I love this. I will not be afraid of many thousands of people who have set themselves against me all around. If this is who God is, if God is who he declares himself in his word, if he is the one who meets me and sustains me, is present with me, answers my prayer, then why would I be afraid if I'm around 1,000 skeptics? Because I do not believe what I believe because it's culturally popular. I'm afraid that it's true that fear in the face of mockery is often the result of identity amnesia. I want to say that again. Fear in the face of mockery is often the result of identity amnesia. It's the result of forgetting who God is and who you are as his child. Again, I love how this psalm ends. Salvation belongs to the Lord. Your blessing be on your people. So get up tomorrow and say to yourself, say it aloud so you hear it. Salvation and blessing belong to the Lord. And salvation and blessing is his gift to his people. If you're going to live in the culture you're now living in and not be racked with fear and doubt, you have to be committed to preaching to yourself the gospel of who God is and what he does on behalf of his people. You preach to you day after day, day after day.